Greetings, fashion enthusiasts. Welcome to our channel, where we embark on a nostalgic journey back to the swinging 60s. In this video, we pay homage to the iconic fashion trend that revolutionized the era, the miniskirt. In the swinging decade of the 1960s, a revolution was underway. The miniskirt, an audacious and provocative garment, burst onto the fashion scene, captivating women and challenging societal norms. With its hemline daringly rising above the knee, the miniskirt became a symbol of liberation, individuality, and feminine rebellion. This iconic fashion statement not only reshaped the wardrobes of women across the globe, but also played a pivotal role in sparking a cultural revolution. The birth of the miniskirt is often attributed to the innovative British fashion designer Mary Quant. In the mid-1960s, Quant introduced a daringly short skirt that revolutionized the fashion industry. She sought to challenge the prevailing conservative styles of the time, which primarily featured knee-length or longer skirts. Quant's miniskirt, measuring several inches above the knee, was a bold departure from tradition, reflecting the spirit of a generation eager for change. The miniskirt's popularity soared as it captured the zeitgeist of the swinging 60s. It was a reflection of the evolving attitudes towards gender roles, sexual liberation, and women's empowerment. The rise of feminism and the women's rights movement played a significant role in the acceptance and adoption of the miniskirt as a symbol of female independence and agency. It challenged the idea that women should conform to societal expectations and provided them with a newfound sense of freedom in expressing their personal style. In August 1961, Life published a photograph of two Seattle students at the University of Hawaii wearing above the knee garments called Cookie Moos, and noted a current teenage fad for short skirts that was pushing hemlines well above the knee. The article also showed young fashionable girls in San Francisco wearing hemlines just above the kneecap and students at Vanderbilt University wearing knee tickler, ending 3 inches above their knee to play golf in, while the caption commented that such short skirts were selling well in the South, and that some Atlanta girls were cutting old skirts to thigh-high. Lengths, extremely short skirts, some as much as 8 inches above the knee, were observed in Britain in the summer of 1962. The young women who wore these short skirts were called "yeah girls," a term derived from yeah, which was a popular catcall at the time. One retailer noted that the fashion for layered net crinoline petticoats raised the hems of short skirts even higher. The standard hemline for public and designer garments in the early 60s was mid-knee, just covering the knee. It would gradually climb upward over the next few years, fully bearing the knees of mainstream models in 1964, when both Andre Courage's and Mary Quant showed above knee lengths. The following year, skirts continued to rise as British miniskirts were officially introduced to the US and in New York. Show whose models' thigh-high skirts stopped traffic. By 1966, many designs had the hem at the upper thigh. Stockings with suspenders, American English, garters were not considered practical with miniskirts and were replaced with colored tights. Legs could also be covered with knee-high socks or various heights of boots. Lower calf height in 1964. 65 knee. Heights throughout the period over the knee and thigh. High boots more 1967. 69 and even boot hose or body boots. Tights incorporating a shoe sole and heel to form a waist. High boot, often in stretch vinyl. Sandal straps or laces might crisscross or otherwise rise up the leg, even as high as the thigh, and body paints were offered for a time to add color to the leg in more individualized ways than wearing tights. Towards the end of the 1960s, an even shorter version called the microskirt or micro-mini emerged. Several designers have been credited with the invention of the 1960s miniskirt, most significantly the London-based designer Mary Quant and the Parisian Andre Courage's. Although Quant reportedly named the skirt after her favorite make of car, the Mini, there is no consensus as to who designed it first. Valerie Steele has noted that the claim that Quant was first is more convincingly supported by evidence than the equivalent Courage's claim. However, the contemporary fashion journalist Merritt Allen, who edited the influential Young Idea pages for UK Vogue, firmly stated that the British designer John Bates was the first to offer fashionable miniskirts. Other designers, including Pierre Cardin and Yves Saint Laurent, had also been raising hemlines at the same time. As with any significant cultural shift, the miniskirt was not without its controversies. Critics argued that the miniskirt was inappropriate, indecent, and objectifying to women. It ignited debates around modesty, morality, and societal norms. However, its advocates firmly believed that the miniskirt was a form of self-expression and a rejection of oppressive norms, embracing the freedom to choose how one dresses. The legacy of the miniskirt extends far beyond the 1960s. Its impact can still be felt in contemporary fashion. The miniskirt paved the way for further liberation in women's clothing choices, inspiring subsequent generations of designers and fashion enthusiasts to explore new possibilities. Its influence can be seen in the diverse range of hemlines, silhouettes, and styles that continue to grace runways and streets around the world.